Did T.O. undergo surgery for an anterior cruciate ligament tear in his knee?
Yes, he did. He actually had the injury in early April, got the surgery immediately afterwards by Dr. James Andrews in Birmingham. He's many months into his recovery now. He's doing fantastic. He saw Dr. Andrews recently, who believes that Terrell has a chance to be ready in August. So Terrell Owens will be ready and will be playing at the start of the NFL season. I'm not going to make any predictions for the start of training camp. We know that he is a legendary healer. He comes back faster from injuries than anybody I've ever seen. So I wouldn't rule him out for anything once we get into training camp, but I think for sure he'll be a starting receiver for somebody this year. And the good thing about his knee injury was it was only an ACL. There was no other collateral damage. It was a clean tear. It was very successfully fixed by Dr. Andrews, who's one of the best in the business. And Terrell's been rehabbing for months. This is old news, and I wanted to just clarify and make sure all this retirement talk is nonsense. There's no discussion about that. Terrell's going to be ready to go, and this injury isn't a big deal.
Drew, how did he get hurt? You said he got hurt in early April.
I'm not going to get into that. I don't really think it's relevant. The good news is that the injury's a couple months behind him now. So, the important thing is not how he got hurt or what he was doing. Let me just say it wasn't doing anything for his TV show. But out of privacy, we're not going to get into that. But what I do think is important is for me to clarify that he will not be retiring. It's an old injury that's been repaired. He's been around people for months who have had no clue that he had the surgery because it's old. And it's something that happened and that he's taken care of. And, he's well on his way to being 100% within the next, hopefully the next month or so.
Drew, I just want to clarify for our viewers, was the surgery for T.O. on the same knee that he injured toward the end of last season with the Bengals?
Yes, but it is unrelated. There's no relation. The previous injury that he had with the Bengals was a cartilage issue having to do with Terrell's meniscus, and this had nothing to do with that. And by the way, that injury is completely recovered and looks great. So, I want to thank the doctors that took care of Terrell. Terrell's been rehabbing. He's been doing a great job. For those who have been around Terrell, they've had no idea that he had the surgery. He's had a number of public appearances, and you couldn't tell because he's well on his way to making a total and complete recovery. And knowing Terrell, he'll come back stronger than he was before this. I mean, that's just the type of guy that he is. So I fully expect there to be, some terrific opportunities for Terrell. He had a great year last year, and there's no reason why he can't build on that. So I felt compelled to come on today. There's been a lot of speculation that this was a recent injury, that he just got the surgery. That is false. That he's considering retiring. That's false. And just want to make sure for all of his fans out there and people who love the NFL that they know that he'll be ready to play this season.
You say he's a legendary healer, and also, as we know, he's 37 years of age, and he's among a few free agent receivers out there. You said there'll be opportunities for Terrell Owens to sign on with a new team once we got an NFL season going again. Can you talk about those opportunities, perhaps?
Well, Linda, we've been in a lockout for the last several months, so that means I'm not allowed to speak with teams.
I thought maybe you could give us a hint of something, give us a number, any kind of that, give us an idea, some guidance.
I'll just say that I wouldn't worry about Terrell's opportunities. He's obviously one of the most dependable, one of the most proven receivers, big play guy who can do everything. There's always a demand, and in the years that I've been representing Terrell, when he was, when he departed the Eagles, people speculated that he wouldn't get a big contract, and then, he hit it out of the park with the Dallas Cowboys, and then they doubted him with the Cowboys, and then the Cowboys redid his contract and gave him a new one. And then when the Cowboys said goodbye, we found a great opportunity with the Buffalo Bills. And then when it was over with the Bills, it worked out with Cincinnati. So, and that is going to continue into the 2011 season for certain. Once this lockout's out of the way and we can get into free agency, I'll certainly let all the teams know how well Terrell's doing and that this injury is not going to be a factor.
Drew, quickly tell me about, listen, he's 37 years of age. What do you tell a GM, perhaps, who might have some doubts coming off 2 major knee surgeries? How do you sell T.O.?
Take a look at him. Bring him in for a physical. He'll answer all questions. When you look at the knee, when you look at his condition, when you examine him, do an MRI, do whatever you want. He's great. He's going to be terrific. It'll be a non-factor, and we're very excited about his prospects.